Hello, welcome back to the Rana. My name is Beast. Today we're back with IroSekai. This is actually the second time I've started the recording because my dumbass started the recording while I was still in the main menu for some reason. Anyways, I feel like I have something else to talk about. Oh yeah, you know how sometimes, like something I like to do when a new gacha comes out is like, you know what? Let's just like try it out and get like the fucking handout roles out of the way. And if I get any good characters within those handout roles, quote unquote, I'm gonna consider sticking with it. That has now happened for Honkai Star Rail, and I've drawn I've drawn like 3 times on like the 20% off banner thing. So, and for that, from there, I only got like one singular character, and it's like the spear guy you get for free at the start a second time. And other than that, it has just essentially all been the fucking weird facet things, or whatever they were called. So yeah, if things continue this way, I'm not gonna be continuing that one. Anyways. Boy, that was an absolute disaster. It's nearly midnight and I'm writing in the diary, or trying to at the very least. As always, my pen isn't moving nearly as much as it ought to. How bored do you have to be to pull off such an insane prank like that?
そうだな。もしかして夏休みが始まって一番はしゃいでるのはユーマの師匠なんじゃないのか?
You think she is?
寮生たちが揃って休みで嬉しいんじゃないかな。海の時みたいに一緒に遊べるっていう感じでさ。
The reason she's as excited as she is because she can hang out with everyone all day. Really think she's the type of person to care about that?
ユーマの師匠は生来からのぐうたらだけど、仕事以外のすべてにおいて能動的なタイプの人間だとは言い難いけれど。でも、こと遊びのこととなると、途端に活発な行動力を見せるんだよな。あの魔女は。面白い人だと私は思うよ。
Which, right. There was once a time when I referred to Suzu in the same manner, though I think it was quite a while back.
だけど私は安心したよ。
About what?
もしかしたらユーマは相手が可愛ければもう誰でもいいという具合の野獣くんなんじゃないかって本気で心配したんだ。
What? First, that's a misunderstanding, and second, those were some awfully accusatory words you used.
ともかく疑いが晴れてよかった。そうだろ?
I guess. I finished writing my entry. Ultimately, it was too embarrassed to jot down that series of events from early in the day.
さて、今夜はどうする? もう何もやり残したことはないか?
Nope, not that I can think of. I'm ready to hit the sack. Flop down onto the bed. Ow. Makeshift bed made out of hundreds of books is unexpectedly hard.
どうした? そんな親の仇を見るみたいな目で天井を凝視して。
Nothing wrong, just can't sleep.
そうか。眠りたいのにどうしてだか眠れないっていうのはしんどいよな。それならユーマ、子守歌が必要か?
No thanks. I reply a bit unkindly with lips pursed. I should be incredibly tired right now, but for some reason I just feel restless, really restless.
よし、わかった。それじゃあ、ユーマが眠れるまで何か話をしようか。
What a chat.
ああ。ユーマには特に話したいようなネタはないかもしれないけど。だけど、私はたくさん話したいことで溢れてるんだ。
A warm smile spreads across her face. Oh. The contagiousness of it causes my facial muscles to loosen a bit.
さて、それではまずは何から話そうか。
The two of us proceed to chat all throughout the night. At a certain point, I began to doze off, and soon thereafter... Please. How much of this dream? How much of this is a dream? How much of it reality? I beg of you. Door stuck. It has been a while, hasn't it? Save us from this place. For some reason, I can't quite tell anything.
おやすみ、ユーマ。また明日な。
God, that reminds me of just like, you know, like the fucking sound clip of just someone just going, "Help me! Help!" That one. That continuously played through my head today when I was watching the video that Baumi uploaded yesterday, where a game mode that he plays in Dota a lot is Dota boosted, where it's essentially you can buy these things, and after you, but you get these things either by killing creeps, by killing heroes, or by buying them in the shop, and of course, depending on the source, you get a different amount. And then you get a certain amount of them, your entire team gets like a selection on the top of the screen where it just gives you straight up like values from the actual files that for you to modify in the middle of the game. Like stuff like, yes, cooldown for this and this, or size modifier on this and this ability that doesn't even like that's not even like noted in the ability or something like that. It's just like a hidden value somewhere in the files and shit like that. And you can either, depending on the rarity, you can either increase it by a certain percentage or decrease it by a certain percentage, and you can like keep decreasing it. And like that, in that specific video, he made a Phantom Lancer where he himself had a 100% chance to spawn a clone when attacking. His clones had a 50% chance to spawn a clone when attacking. His maximum was 20 clones. And all the clones stayed for like 20 fucking seconds. So every time he just like threw like 2 attacks in, or even just 1 attack at a fucking person, immediately, like within seconds, like they would be surrounded by the fucking clones, like slowly try to walk away, but like they just can't fucking get away. And it's hilarious. It was hilarious. Because that's exactly where I could like just heard. I just couldn't help but hear the fucking "help me" as they just desperately tried to crawl away from the fucking stampede. Anyways, if you don't know what I'm talking about, mechanics wise on Phantom Lancer, I'm not gonna elaborate.
Monday night. You wake up. That's the update. That's the whole update. Animal Crossing. What if you're...
Nah, couldn't get like a you wake up thing there. Oh well, I'm not gonna let the entire compilation play. You get the joke. Funny man reference, because I myself am not funny, so I have to reference actual funny people. Rather abruptly. I'm in the dimly lit manager's office where I've been spending my nights as of late. However, don't panic. Do not panic, Yuma. Kana may be sleeping next to you, for reasons unknown, but you must keep calm. The funny thing is, getting used to this. That's why I will not panic, and I will not get flustered, at least I strive not to. She suddenly begins to groan incoherently. Kana adjusts her shoulder, calmly, efficiently, and without emotion. Time to wake up. Continue jostling her. Longer, I thought you were sleeping in my bed. I seem to recall something similar happening once before. Her eyes open and flicker repeatedly. Is CCG that bad? Kind of, but feel like the CG is not that bad. Yeah, it's not that bad. I found it pretty fast, actually. Like, yeah, it exposes stomach and, like, a tiny little bit of underboob, but it's like, this is not that bad. You know what, in fact, I insist so much that this is not that bad. Let me just fucking... Hold on. Copy. Add. Browser. Yes. Paste. Yes. This is it. That does not need to be censored. Like there have been more gratuitous shit in this fucking censored version already. The fuck is this open? Oh, there we go. Just real why I ought to. Ubisoft original Anno 117 Pax Romana. I'd actually be kind of interested in trying that, considering that I actually really like the Anno games. From my childhood. Who knows, maybe I'll check that out at some point. Anyways. Jen smiles sweetly. Morning. Already going back to sleep, eh? Well then again, I know you mentioned to me once that you aren't a morning person. Adjust her shoulders once more. Come on, get up, will you? Why are you even sleeping here anyway? She rubs her eyes groggily. She then replies in a charming tone. Or what now?
昨日、メイドはもう時代遅れだって敷島さんがおっしゃっていたので。
I'd appreciate you stop talking in riddles. Your story is going all over the place and I have no idea what you're trying to get at.
メイドはとっくの昔に衰退した偶像だったわけですよね。地層深くに埋葬された生きた化石だったんです。
Ever tried to shine the dress? I say to stop talking in riddles, and you proceed to say the most confusing thing you've said thus far.
そういうわけだから、ユマさんもメイドもののエッチな本を一冊も持ってなかったんですよね。
We're really bringing this up again.
とにかく、誰にも負けないようなインパクトをもってして挑戦し続けないことには、メイドさんはこのまますごい勢いで流行に置いていかれて、そして、本格的に誰の記憶にも残らないまま消滅してしまうのではないかという、そんな危機感があったわけでして。
Challenged competition? But doing what?
乙女の矜持とかにでしょうか。
I'm sorry, I still don't follow.
そうですか?
She cocks her head to one side. Anyway, could you please get out a bit? I can't get changed otherwise.
わかりました。それでは早速お着替えのお手伝いをしてから。
I can do that myself. Just leave.
あんまりです。
Honestly, this all feels like one giant deja vu scenario.
確かにそうかもですね。
She
何
nods.
もない日常こそが幸せの象徴なんじゃないでしょうか。
She seems quite proud of herself for saying something so profound. Huh, right, I get what you're saying, I do, but I'd like to get out of my room for now.
どうしてもですか?
No,
嫁でもですか?
except you're not.
嘘です。
No, you're not. She purses her lips and begins pouting. Look, I just want to get changed. Can you please let me? She then agrees to leave, albeit very begrudgingly, and exits the room. That was a waste of energy.
おかしいな。その割にはユーマが楽しそうな顔しているように見えたのは私だけなのかな。
Ah, please, you think I was having fun? Hardly. Finished getting changed and head to the dining room to have breakfast.
Eh, 次のこの荷物はどこへ運ぶんですか?
Forgetting that she has actually like quite the cute casual outfit. She just never fucking wears it. Oh, hold on a sec. Where was it again? Let me check. Saying that to take out the list Suzu had given me before we left. Right, so she wants us to take the ceramic tea set to the owner of the used bookstore.
なるほど。本屋さんに了解です。
Kind of shifts the box-contained tea set from the cart, which is crammed full of a mountain of other stuff.
それでは行ってまいります。
She gives a rigid salute. It's an action that reminds me in many ways of the new girl, Tomine Tsukasa. Kana thus scurries into the used bookstore as I stand and wait. A few minutes pass, she then comes walking back.
任務完了です。お荷物届けてまいりました。
Thanks.
お安いご用ですよ。これ、
What?
いえ、私はお役に立てましたでしょうか?
Yeah, you definitely are. Thanks. She beams from ear to ear.
褒められてしまいました。
Okay, ready to move on?
荷物はまだまだありますから。
Right, a whole lot of stuff. Here is annoying. It's nearing lunchtime. Kana and I proceed to pull the heavy cart through the shopping district. This is essentially the aftermath of the spring cleaning we all did during around the dorm yesterday. Although it only happened in the first place because Suzu was bored and wanted to prank me. Still, however, we did manage to clean up the dorm, which was admittedly starting to get a little dirty. And over the course of that, we discovered many things that we no longer had any need for. I guess as they say, one person's trash is another person's treasure. Wrong, it's one person's trash, derogatory, is another person's trash, endearing. Affectionate, not endearing. Stuff like the tea set that someone had to have received as a gift at some point, chopsticks, silver spoons, forks, and it was all just collecting dust in the storehouse. We covered a lot of things that were too valuable to throw away, but not quite good enough condition to sell either. Eventually, there were things that would likely never see use if they stayed at the dome. So during breakfast time, Susan suggested we go around and give them to the town folk. We simply didn't have the space in the storehouse for them. The flea market being 2 weeks out, we had nowhere else to put everything until then. And so we went through the items and picked out what we didn't need, but didn't want to throw away. And if we found people in town that wanted those items, we would give them away. That essentially concludes my summary of the events preceding this. So this is why Kana and I are currently pulling this cart to the shopping district.
次はどちらへ?
Let's see... Greengrocer's closest, I guessed. A guest? What? Apparently we're supposed to give him this set of pots designed for induction stovetops.
そういうのどこで誰がもらってくるんでしょうか。
I'm guessing they belong to Shigure. His connections are vast, so I bet he receives gifts from people often. I rechecked the note that Suzu gave me. She made sure to call all these people in advance to confirm who wanted what. Following that, she created this list. On that note, the rest of the residents, aside from Kana and I, are still working on cleaning the dome. We weren't able to complete everything yesterday, but didn't want to leave our job unfinished. No, really. I mean, it was a wise idea to donate stuff you don't need instead of tossing it. Turn around and survey the cart. The amount of stuff packed onto it is staggering. Is it just me or are we going in the opposite direction?
気づけばいただいたお返しが山のようにです。荷物が一向に減っていきませんね。
Yeah, that's gonna be a problem.
今の本屋さんでもお返しにってこんなものをいただいてしまいました。これは荷物にはなりませんけど。
What are those? Coupons for free entry to the local bathhouse?
はい、それも1万円分です。
Really? Wow. You go there every day, and even then it lasts you for a good while.
そうですね。というか、この町には銭湯があったんですね。知りませんでした。
For the time being, I take these valuable coupons you received and stow them away in my pants pocket. I'm gonna think, though. Kana?
はい。
What is it, she inquires, looking at me questioningly. Notice a pretty delayed observation, but I see you're not wearing a maid outfit today.
はい。私はメイドを卒業はしないかもしれませんが、しばらくはこの服で行きたいと思います。
How long is a while?
予定は未定です。
I see. She hasn't decided yet, has she? Hey, Kana?
はい。
Is that conversation from yesterday still weighing on your mind? Specifically the maids being out of vogue conversation.
ほんの少し。
She nods.
それに、せっかく管理人さんに買っていただいたこの可愛い私服です。まだ海に行くときに1回きりしか袖を通していませんでした。さすがにそれはもったいないというか不義理だというか、もうそういうわけで今日から私は普通の女の子です。いえ、今日から私はユーマさんの普通の幼馴染の女の子です。
As much as I want to interject and say I have no clue what you're talking about, I think you already know that.
はい。それはそうとですね。
She grabs the hem of her skirt and does a quick twirl on the spot.
メイド服とこのお洋服、どちらが私にお似合いですか？
Just looks back at him, he's just like fucking like veins popping as he now has to like hold the fucking cart in place going uphill because she let go in order to do a small twirl. I have no fucking clue right now. Am I pleasing? That's a bit of an odd wording.
そういうことはいいんです。
She purses her lips.
この場合で重要なのは、私にぴったりな服装はどちらでしょうかということなんですけど。
Which one looks better on you? Let me think. Must tread very, very carefully with my reply. Ultimately, I can give her no right or wrong answer, only my opinion. Deferring to a second person to make decisions for you with regard to matters of subjective taste usually is the best idea. But that isn't even the main problem. What do you care what I think? Just wear what outfits you like best. You don't need to elicit other people's opinions. Just go with what you yourself want.
もう、そういうことじゃないんですってば。
It's not. I'm starting to understand why she's getting huffy at me over this.
もう、せっかく勇気出して聞いたのに。
Why would you need courage to ask me that? She narrows her eyes even
ユ
further.
ーマさん、確か私が初めて制服を着させていただいた時もそんな反応でした。
Huh?
そっけないというか、よそよそしいというか、そんなのどうでもいいよ、興味ないみたいな感じでした。
I remember acting the other way. But, well, sorry anyway. Can't seem to remember.
ひどい。もう、とにかく私はしばらくこのままなんです。
Okay. I see. Odd. It struck me as a bit idiotic that she wore something as eccentric as a maid outfit on a regular basis. So why? But if I find myself feeling a bit sad at the prospect of not seeing her in it for a while to come. Well, anyways, let's get moving. We want to get rid of as much of this stuff as we can.
そうですよね。あともう残り半分ですもんね。頑張りましょう。
Carry on pulling the cart. The scorching rays of the summer sun continue to cook our skins all the while. But we stand, before us stands a steep hill. It's going to be fairly exhausting. Hey, look, is that one girl?
Huh?
Yeah, you're right. What's she wearing, though? She looks so funny like that. Kids all of a sudden start to crowd around Kana. Where they came from, I do not know. Who are these kids and what are they doing here? Proceed to encircle her in a split second. Nunya! Go scram, bub! Ah. One of the kids yells out, giving me a good kick to the shin before running over to Kana. The cup you're wearing, Kana. What happened to that dumb, tacky looking outfit you always have on?
もうダメですよ。カナじゃなくってお姉ちゃんって呼びなさいっていつも言ってるじゃないですか。
Shut up, Uggo. You can't tell me what to do.
嘘ですって。そんなだから好きな子にも振られちゃうんですよ。昨日クラスの好きな子にあなたなんか大嫌いって言われたってそう言ってたじゃないですか。
Who cares? I didn't even give a crap about that girl in the first place. You wonder I don't call you Onichan. Stop freaking making up lies about me. Maybe I
あ
will.
ら、そうだったんですか。てっきりその子のことが好きだったんだと思ってたんですが。
Yeah, well, you're dumb then. I don't like her at all. The girl I like is...
はい。何言ってるか聞こえませんよ。もっと大きな声で言ってもらわないと聞こえな。
Here! While her attention's focused on the kid in front of her, another one of the chatty little brats runs behind her and tugs hard on her hair braid. Oh, you gonna pull on this? How cool is that?
ほら、ユーマくん、何するの。
What? I reflexively respond upon hearing my name mentioned. Me?
ああ、違います。違うんですよ、ユーマさん。この子が何の偶然かユーマさんと同じ名前で。
Then, like a switch was just flipped, the kid who kicked me just a second ago turns, looks at me, and shouts. What? You're Yuma? You're that dumb, cocky guy who thinks he's Kana's husband? For some reason, he's glowering at me like I'm his arch rival. Whoa, hold on. I'm not the one who goes around claiming to be her husband. That is what annoys me the most. Girls, Scrab, go home. I bet you're just some rich loser who came here from some faraway country to buy Kana. You think you could work her and use her like a slave just because she's a little dumb on the head? I'm right, aren't I?
バカって何ですか、バカって。
Yeah.
ちょっと痛いですよ、ユーマくん。あんまり引っ張ったら抜けちゃいます。
Cool, I'm gonna tear both of them off and dual wield them like swords. I find it a bit worrying that I share a name with this little snot.
もういい加減にしないと怒りますよ。
Oh no, Kana's mad. Quick, disperse! Kids then take off and disappear more abruptly than when they first appeared. What the heck was that? Like I witnessed a hurricane. Kana with her bed-wriggled hair and clothes was the destruction they left in their wake. Hey, turn and look. There's a young boy standing in front of me. He's the one who kicked me earlier. Kana's real dumb, so she'll probably do whatever you say if you just flash some money in her face. But don't you think you're gonna get away with that, buddy?
金を見せたらついていくって、なんだか私が本当におバカな子みたいな言い方しますよね。
Well, whatever. How come you're not wearing that outfit today, Kana? Without that dinky frilly-looking thing in your head, you almost look normal. We almost didn't recognize you at first.
何ですかそれ。まるで頭のそれが本体みたいな言い方やめてくださいよ。
And you're acting like 10 times more dumb without
10
it.
割ってそれよりほらほらこのお洋服の私だってちゃんと個性的で可愛いでしょ。
Ha ha!
何ですかその微妙な笑顔。
Just make sure you put that thing back on your head tomorrow, otherwise you might even forget how to talk. Damn, fuck them kids, am I right? I hate kids. The kid then dashes off.
ユーマさん
She calls to me as she smooths down her hair and clothes.
私、お金をちらつかせたらどこへでもついていくような、そんな軽薄な感じのお嫁さんじゃありませんからね。
Yeah, I know. What do you mean, huh?
それはついに、私のことを嫁さんだと公認してくださったと、そう捉えてもいいんですか？
What made you think that? So it goes. Kana and I continued making our way around the shopping district, being stopped and talked to by various people along the way. It was fine in and of itself. However,
なんだかこの洋服、不人気です。
her sadness in her voice. Everyone who recognized Kana stared queerly at her when they saw her, just like the kids did. We asked her where her maid outfit had gone. I don't think it's the clothes' fault. The maid outfit just stands out too much for better or worse.
そうでしょうか。
Today was pretty interesting though.
何がですか？
I was kind of surprised with what I saw. Everyone around here really seems to like you. From those boys to all the shopkeepers. And that's pretty cool. It's kind of like you've the town's mascot in a sense. How did that happen?
トレードマークってそんなつもりは全然ありませんけど。
She blushes and begins to fidget bashfully. You're pretty good with kids too? Didn't know that.
そうでしょうか。ただ一方的に私がからかわれているだけだと思いますけど。
They only do that because they know you'll talk to them. Kids are sensitive to those sorts of things.
そうですか。ありがとうございます。
She smiles.
ここは素直に喜んでおこうと思います。でも私が本当に子供好きかどうかはさておくとして、レンちゃんのことは大好きだって言い切れますよ。可愛いですもん。
Ah, Ren, huh? Small fox girl who lives in the merchant town. Also the lone daughter of the town diviner Haku. I agree, she's super adorable. Even how shy she is only adds to it.
そうなんですよね。でも最近は最初の頃よりもまたずっと仲良くなって、レンちゃんからもいろいろとお話ししてくれるようになったんですよ。
Oh, that's
はい、実はそうなんです。
Hana proceeds to tell me that she'll occasionally pay visits to the merchant town in her spare time and go playing with Ren. Wow, didn't know you've been going there that often.
はい、あんなことがあった後ですから、少し怖いって気持ちもありますけど、でも、レンちゃんには会いに行きたいですし。
At one time, you're referring to the incident with the fiend. However, that aside, there's something else bothering me at the moment. Hey, Kana?
はい、
How has Ren been lately?
レンちゃんの様子ですか？
Yeah, I've been a bit worried about her. I explained to Kana the source of my concerns. It was a prior incident in which Ren got lost deep in the mountains of the merchant town. Before and after, there seemed to be a noticeable strain in Ren's relationship with her mother. I'm curious if those issues have been resolved now. I want to know if Ren and her mother are back on good terms. I understand that as a total outsider it might be none of my business. But I still can't help but worry. He is not an outsider in this anymore. He's not only the one that found her in the fucking forest. He's also the one that, you know, got stabbed a couple of times when the fiend went out of control. They always got along so well, but then had seemed fairly upset with her mother on every occasion that I'd seen her since. Perhaps that frustration still hasn't subsided. Can't imagine that either of them want things to stay this way.
レンちゃん、特別に私にお母さんがどうだというようなことは言いませんけど。
But, Kana continues.
確かにレンちゃん、以前よりはお母さんのことを話してくれなくなったかもしれませんね。
It's not apparent.
はい、最初に会った頃は何かにつけて、お母さんお母さんと嬉しそうに話してたのに。
That's interesting. Seems that their quarrel is still ongoing.
そうですね。レンちゃんのことはとても気になりますが、でも私は少し安心しました。
What about?
もしかするとメイドさんもまだまだ捨てたものではないのかもと、そう思えてきました。商店街の方々には歓迎されているのかどうかいまいちよくわかりませんが、どうしてだかこのお洋服よりもメイド服の方が私として印象深いみたいですし。
I'm actually kind of salty about that. I like this outfit more than a maid outfit. It looks cute like this. Well, you're the kid. That frilly thing you are in your head is apparently what makes you you. Come to think of it, what do they call those things?
そう。
She cocks her head in puzzlement. I've known... headdress, that's the word. Anyway, she continues with a somewhat docile expression.
メイド服、もしくは頭のあれを装着していないと私は私として気づいてもらえないなんて、そんなことありませんよね。
Has genuine worry in her eyes.
なので改めてユーマさんに問います。メイド服とこのお洋服、私にはどちらがお似合いでしょうか。メイドを卒業だなんてことを言いましたが、もしもユーマさんが商店街の方々と同じようにメイド服を私にご所望であられるというのなら、私は喜んで今日のメイドさん卒業の誓いを保護にできると言いますか。
Then begins to fidget for some
とに
reason.
かくですね、メイド服なのか私服なのか、ユーマさんにもしも好きな方があってくれるのなら、私は今後そちらで行こうと思います。
A preference, huh?
はい、ユーマさんが決めてくれたら私はとても嬉しいです。献身的なメイドさんとちょっと世話好きな幼馴染とではどちらが好みですか、ユーマさん。
She puts her hands together and places them against her chest and beams at me before saying, I can be whichever you want me to be. You becoming my childhood friend is impossible, plain and simple, so let's ignore that for now. Basically, what you want to know is which outfit I like better,
は
right?
い、その通りです。どちらでしょうか、ユーマさん。はぐらかさずに教えてください。
Should I prefer? She wants to know which outfit looks better on her. Can I go about answering this without hurting her feelings? I know that she'll just sigh, pout, and lambast me both inwardly and verbally if I choose the cliched, wishy-washy answer of "you look good in both." I've learned that from experience. In which case, I should just be upfront and state my honest opinion. I
はい、
like how you look in both, which is why it's hard for me to choose. Her eyes flicker in confusion.
どちらも好き？
Yeah, I'm not sure you look equally good in both of them, but at least personally, both looks appealing to me. And that was still a wishy-washy answer, I'm not sure. I have to admit, I think you look really cute in this outfit too. The braids in particular. I realize it now. I have a certain fondness of that hairstyle apparently. Just looking at her and it gets my heart racing. Perhaps it's a fetish. Perhaps it's my personal moe, or whatever they call it. I also think you're cute dressed in a maid outfit. Her eyes begin to water. She clasps her hands together in front of her.
好き。ユーマさんに好きって言われちゃいました。
Welp! I ran my mouth too much! No, I was just answering your question about outfit preferences.
わかりました。ユーマさんはメイドでも幼馴染でもないありのままの私を好きでいてくれると、そう言ってくれているんですよね。
You messed up. Huh? I'm not sure that's quite what I
いえ
said.
いえ、皆まで言わずともわかりますよ。はい。
No, don't read between the lines. Read the lines themselves. She nods enthusiastically to herself.
そういうことでしたらわかりました。今日からは交互に着分けていきますね。メイドさんと幼馴染とをその日のユーマさんの気分で変えていきます。
She seems awfully giddy all of a sudden. Her eyes are twinkling in excitement. Feel like I've accidentally caused some gross misunderstanding. Anyhow, you took it pretty poorly when everyone started ragging on Maid yesterday, so, are you over that now?
はい。世間様がどう思っていようとも、私だけの旦那様でありますユーマさんが好きだと言ってくれるなら、私はそれだけで何よりも嬉しいですから。
She
で
beams.
すから、ユーマさん、
Yeah?
今日からまたよろしくお願いしますね。私、精一杯メイドさんとしても、そして 幼馴染としても頑張りますね。
Do we need to reiterate this?
はい、なんでしょう。
You're not my childhood friend.
そういうわけで、一応ですが、今朝の荷物は全部引き取っていただくことができました。
ありがとう。お疲れ様。
でも、事前に夏目さんが連絡を取られていた家々を回って、そして荷物を引き取ってもらったのはいいんですけど。
何？
We did go to all the locations you noted and we did give them the stuff they wanted. But we ended up getting various things as in return as thank you gifts and quite a large amount of that.
へえ、そうなんだ。と言いたいところだけど、荷物を減らしに出かけたのに、またもらってきちゃダメじゃんか。そんなのは本末転倒もいいところなんだよ。
Yeah, I fully realize that. But there's a silver lining here. It's what we've arrived with. It's that we've arrived with less than what we set out with this morning. This amount, we should be able to fit it all into the storehouse or the backyard now at the very least.
とにかく、お返しにいろいろもらったんだ。
Oh yeah, and we got this
こん
too.
なのって？
Coupons for the public bathhouse.
これは？
What about him? Scasa stares wide-eyedly at the coupons without upon laying sight on them.
いえ、なんでもないのです。その銭湯は、私が少し前に働かせていただいていた場所なのです。だから、ちょっとびっくりしたというか、そういう感じなのです。
Oh, okay.
とりあえず、お礼に銭湯の回数券をもらったんだね。しかも1万円分だなんて。
Suzu studies the coupon
だ
intently.
ったらちょうどいいから、今日はみんなでお風呂に入りに行ってきたら？大掃除の締めくくりだよ。住む場所をきれいにし終わったなら、今度は体の汚れを洗い流して、それで完璧って感じじゃないか。
Mom, I'm nervous about you suggesting this. Well, I guess it doesn't sound like a bad idea. So we'll figure why not and decide to bathe at the local bathhouse tonight.
私は行かない。
Why not?
どうしても。
Kyo, however, seems to be the lone dissenter. She's not too keen on going into a public bathhouse, it seems.
一人じゃ体、ちゃんと洗えないの。
What'd you say? She mumbles something to herself in a hushed tone that was hard to make out. When I ask her to repeat, she gives me a never mind and scurries off to her room.
どうしましょう。敷島さんがご一緒じゃないのなら、今日のところはやめておきますか？
I guess we'd better. We wouldn't want to leave Kyo here all by herself. Begin considering our options. She doesn't want to go though. We shouldn't force her.
いいよ。きょうちゃんは私に任せておいてくれればいいって。
Even more worrying. What do you mean?
私も銭湯に行くつもりじゃなかったし、まあ何も大したことはできないけど、きょうちゃんと二人で留守番してるよって話。それにさ、行きたくないって子が一人いたからって、全員が予定を中止にしちゃったら、それはそれでその子も気まずいんじゃないかな。
I suppose so. I can understand the reasoning. You just go on and go without you two.
いいよ。何か甘いものでもお土産に買ってきてくれたら嬉しいかな。
I got it. Let's see if we can maybe pick up some ice cream on the way back or something.
よろしく。それはそうと。
Yeah, what is it?
こういうイベントでは、まあ、定番なのかもしれないけど。
Warn me about what?
女湯、覗くなよ。
Please, I'd never do something like that.
私は別に覗かれても構いませんよ。日頃からユーマさんに見られても大丈夫なように、いろいろと頑張ってますから、私。
How do we respond to that? I figured you'd say something along those lines.
なんだか最近、私の言動をユーマさんに読まれてしまっているような気がします。
I need to switch my habits up then, she mutters to herself with a pensive look on her face. Does that mean she acts this way on purpose or what? Well, anyway. Are we all going apart from Suzu and Kyo? Everybody nods in response. Great, everyone get ready to go after dinner, then meet up down here. Dinner comes and goes, and then we depart for the bathhouse, which sits in one corner of the shopping district. After having woven our way through several narrow alleyways beyond the shopping district, we eventually arrive at our destination. The Bathhouse Flower Springs. Written largely on the short curtain hanging over the entrance is the word for bath in hiragana. It's rather old practice, and quite frankly, I'm surprised there are still places like this in existence. This may be a bit of an over-exaggeration, I admit, but I feel like I'm about to experience a part of Japanese traditional culture. It's exciting.
1時間後くらいに出入り口に集合という感じでいいでしょうか
Sounds good to me. He peers upward at the chimney at the white smoke billowing from it. He's carrying a tub in her arms, which holds her shampoo, conditioner, and other toiletries.
私ね、銭湯とか初めてかも。
Oh, is that right?
こんな近くにあったのにおかしいなって自分でも思うけど、でもね、だから少しだけ楽しみかもしれない。
The girls then wander on inside, leaving only Ayuma and myself. I look over them and say, Ready? I know it'll be different from what you're used to, but big baths like this aren't that bad. Although I'm a little worried that once we get into the changing room and start taking our clothes off, they'll find out that you're actually a girl. Wouldn't that be hilarious? I let out a hearty laugh, intending to make some jest and lighten the mood a bit. I mean, what's the matter? But he, on the other hand, he looks somewhat nervous and tense. Why? Is he actually truly a girl?
そうなんだ。
What? I am was a girl.
ユーマの前で脱がなくちゃいけないんだ。
He hangs his head and stares at the ground meekly. His face also appears rather pale. What's the matter? Not feeling well?
いえ、
He shuffles backward, away from me. Huh? What's wrong? Feel slightly hurt. What? No, wait, this can only mean one thing, without a shadow of a doubt. Am was trying to keep his distance from me. Why are you backing away from me, Am? What did I do? Stretch my hand out towards him. Only for him to shuffle back further, giving me the silent treatment. He was clearly fleeing from my arm. Mard is seriously wounded.
ごめんなさい。
Huh? What's he apologizing for?
ユーマのことは大好きだけど。
Excuse me? He avoids my gaze. But
それは
fearing the direction in which this conversation is inevitably heading, my facial muscles stiffen. What were you gonna say?
それはあくまでも友達としての大好きであって、もしも許されるなら、それ以上でもそれ以下でもないことをどうか受け入れてもらえたらと思って。
Oh, head spinning. I am my friend. Is that about what I think it is? Are you still concerned about that book that was discovered in the manager's office yesterday? His face turns pale, and there and I have my answer. Yesterday. Oh yes, yesterday. Thanks to Suzu's twisted sense of humor, we discovered a massive hidden stash of pornographic books. Yeah, we know. We remember.
後から聞いたことだけど、ユーマの師匠も、あの103号室の女の子も、ユーマは男の子が大好きだって、そう言ってたから。
I have a headache. I don't like men. I hold no iota of sexual attraction towards my own sex. Sorry if that's not the answer you wanted, but it's just not my cup of tea. Feminine boys, though? That'll be another matter. He retreats a step. Wait. I was kidding. I was trying to get a laugh out of you. No tears, please. Just don't frown at me like that. You're making me sad. All I wanted was to lighten the mood. Instead, all I managed to do was terrorize him. He's trembling like a newborn fawn. Well, he might have been more severely affected by it than I first thought. That book must have caused a serious shock to her system.
ユーマ、僕は見ての通り、
Huh?
僕は見ての通り、正真正銘、男の中の男だから。
See,
子じゃ
that's
な
the,
くて、子なんだ。
you see, that's the problem. That's not as you can see.
だから、
His eyes dart around nervously.
ごめん。
He apologizes once more and offers a light bow before scampering off into the bathhouse. Looks like he's under pretty unpleasant misapprehension.
これは誤解を解くのが大変そうだな。まあ、あれだ。頑張れ。
You could have all the luck in the world, but I'm still not sure that'd do anything for me.
そうだな。ほんの少しだけ同情するよ。
I can acutely feel the pity in her gaze piercing through my very soul. It's fucking hot down here. It's now nighttime. Which means time to once again write in the diary. Indeed, the most dreaded part of the day. Despite it being something I do quite literally every day, I still can't seem to muster up any enthusiasm towards it whatsoever. I am so tired after today. Slumped down lifelessly onto the desk.
ユーマ
I'm almost tempted to ask for a day off. I'm so spent.
はあ、そうだな。近所の人たちにたくさんの荷物を配って回って、昼間の汗を流すために銭湯へ。確かに今日は疲れたよな。
I'm just really exhausted, and hot water probably played a part of making me feel more drowsy too. My body feels heavy.
そうか。それなら今日は特別だ。日記を書くのをやめておくか。
Really?
なんてこと言うわけないじゃないか。ほら、下手ってないで今日の分の日記を書こう。疲れに負けて眠ってしまう前に。
You're acting kind of sour today,
そ
Shinku.
うかな。
Tiny smile that creeps onto her face tells me she's deriving enjoyment from all this.
あれだよ。なんだか困ってる顔のユーマを見てると、少し意地悪をというか、いたずらをしてみたくなるんだよ。
You what now? I'm very confused.
ユーマの師匠、夏目すずの気持ちもわからないでもないかなって話だ。
Please don't start endorsing the harassment and humiliation a woman puts me through. Anyway, I'm just tired today. Worst of all, it's only day 2 of our summer vacation. Very days as draining as this one, I won't last.
そうかもな。いろいろとドタバタしそうだ。でも楽しそうでいいんじゃないか。
Fun things, you say.
そうだろ？少なくとも暇を持て余したりするようなことはなさそうだ。
That's easy to say from your position.
文字通り人事だからなんていうのは少し意地悪が過ぎるかな。
Actually, hold on. Do a little trolling real quick. That one's still winning. What the fuck? Oh yeah, I forgot that I need to do this. Kinda makes her feel sad inside. Finish writing today's entry, shut the book, and then stand up and order change in my sleepwear. What's that? Rattle, rattle. Sound echoes throughout the room. The soft and subdued sound.
ユーマ、また8番だ。
Number 8.
ああ、異世界の上差しにつながるタンスだ。8番の引き出しが揺れてる。
Alright, merchant count. Wonder what happened. For my brow is praying it isn't anything too serious.
本当にあの街はいろいろとトラブルが絶えないな。
Yeah, but don't speak too soon. Still haven't confirmed that it's an actual emergency. Be that as it may, though, given the history of prior cases involving the cabinet, I can't help but anticipate the worst. There's a feeling of dread slowly growing from the pit of my stomach. Well, let's see what's the matter first. Move the letter and stow it inside drawer number 8. Unfold and peruse the message written. Tomorrow, in accordance with tradition, we will hold the right of departure for the soul of the sacrifice. It's a simple note. That's what it was. So that's what it was. Heave a small sigh and crumple up the letter in my fist. The right of departure. The ceremony closely connected to the beyond. I completely forgot. It's already that time of year. Rite of soul passage. Haku. Mother. I don't like the sound of that. Alright, better make haste. Oh yeah, that... Him saying that makes me not want to make haste. This is going to turn depressing, isn't it? Let's just get into the depression with a fresh start tomorrow. I hope you guys enjoyed this one and see you next time. Bye-bye.